I knew they was going to.
They can stretch that money out instead of giving it to them all in 1 year. So you do it was 4 years.
Yeah, 4 years, 100 mil.
Yeah. So he's gonna give 27.
How much he signed for?
If it's 4 years, 100 million.
Yeah, 25 million a year.
Yeah, so he just gave him back damn near $3 million.
Right. So I mean, he got a little bit more.
There was somebody could have went somewhere and got like 32, but he probably got a better chance to win a championship with the Warriors and going to wherever he was. Hey, what's up, Win City? I'm your host, Move Work Need Free. This is Conversations in the Track. And these are my guest co-hosts for the night, Jerrod Hampton and Aaron Israel. So we got a couple of hot topics we're going to run through. This is an opinionated show. His opinion is his opinion. His opinion is his opinion. And I keep mine to myself, all right? So, do you all think that we are all descendants from Africa, or do you think that we was already over here when they supposedly came over here and discovered America?
I feel like we was, descendants from Africa, but I feel like we came over here. You know what I'm saying? Like, we was able to navigate, like through the stars and stuff like that. They're smart enough to, navigate through the stars, and we made it over here. So I feel like since we were the first ones over here, of course we the Aboriginals. But I feel like they might have, something would have happened with the ship or something like that, and they just didn't make it back until like the next voyage just came.
Who didn't make it back?
Like the Africans that, came over here, then ended up becoming the
Africans. Didn't make it back to Africa?
Right, yeah.
So what about the Indians?
I feel like we were, we are the original inhabitants of the land, but we were the first ones here in America.
The Indians are the Africans.
Right.
They're the same people.
Mm-hmm.
The Indians and the Africans are the same people?
Yeah, it's both. For my answer, it would be both.
Mm-hmm.
Well, only reason I'm saying, because I've seen a couple of things, and they was like, do you really think that they could chain up millions, hundreds of thousands of niggas and bring them all the way over here on ships at that time? You know what I'm saying? So they was like, we was already over here.
Mm-hmm.
So, like they might have dropped them off at Haiti, Jamaica or somewhere, but as far as
already there too.
Mm-hmm.
Them people was
technically
it was already everywhere.
Technically, those would be the original Indians, because they said like the islands was the West Indies, like all of that, and part of like South America was part of the West Indies, because Christopher Columbus, but that's like they were saying 6 to 12% of the 15 million actually came to like this side of North America. So you do the math. So I mean, a lot of them was already here.
I seen another guy say that most Africans don't even know the story about slavery until they come to America and learn it.
Mm.
I see that being true though. Cause I mean, America feeds us a bunch of bullshit with their history lessons. So, so I can see them, learning something totally different.
You think the school curriculum? What do you think about the school curriculum?
Oh, it's all a lie, cause
crap.
Yeah,
trash.
What's trash about it?
It's teaching lies.
Mm-hmm.
Elaborate.
From the top to the bottom, only thing you learn in school is lies. Only thing you learn is how to be an obedient employee in society.
It's like institutionalized.
Yeah, that's all you're learning. You're not learning no knowledge.
It's damn near like jet, you know what I'm saying?
If they really wanted to teach you about life and teach you about the world, then all you needed was a science class.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need social studies. You might need science and mathematics. Would be all you would need. All they would need to teach. They teaching English. You might got 15 different things that you like. What are they teaching?
Right.
History, and the history is not true. It's not true.
Hell no.
It's not true history.
100% of it ain't really true.
The way the whole school system set up is just like you say, like an institution. The way they have you wake up in the morning in an institution.
Right.
As soon as you get to school, the first thing they do is they ring that bell.
Yeah.
When that bell rings, everybody, that's the wake-up call.
Should be heard, accounted for.
You accounted for at home. Now you accounted for in homeroom.
Yeah.
They're setting you up to be it's the same system.
Mm-hmm.
It's making you be a different type of person.
And you go through it for 12 to 13 years.
Because they've done studies to find that out. There's a reason why you go 12 years of school.
Yeah.
They figured out after 12 years of repetition, that individual's trained.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
To go on that here to the world.
We no longer have to do nothing. That individual's gonna always come back to me. Because he's been trained, he or she has been trained to come back to me. So after 12 years, guess what they're gonna do? 9 times out of 10. As soon as they graduate, they're gonna go out there to look for a job. They're not gonna go and say, okay, after my 12 years and I graduate, I'm gonna start my own business. Wow. That is rare. That'll be the person who, that's why you got 1% owns the whole thing, because you only got 1% of people who think like that. I'm going to go out here and start my own. I use everything I had in high school to start my own business. No, people don't think like that. I got to either go get 4 more years of school, minimum, or I'm going to get a job. Nothing for it. So you're not using none of that information.
For self.
None of that for yourself, for your family, for nothing. It's to build somebody else's empire.
Right.
For you to be a worker in this empire and to keep building it.
So the whole system is based on that pretty much, you think?
It's based on you building the empire. It's not your own. Because if you was going to build an empire, then you would go out there, as you see there's kids now who's breaking the system with YouTube or whatever, TikTok or whatever. They 9-year-old kids is millionaires now.
Right.
Man.
They figured out, look, I don't have to go to school no more.
No,
right, that's fact.
If you see the NBA draft, with top 5 kids, only one of them came out of college.
Mm-hmm.
Williana came from France, professional.
Yeah.
Number 2 was that boy from Alabama.
Yeah.
3 was Scooter Henderson, which is
he's in one of
G
the
League.
leagues, ain't he?
And then 4 and 5 was the Twins in the developmental league.
Oh, okay.
So that kids is even
they get paid in those leagues?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So why would I be a one and done and go to school and have to go to class and make no money? When I can go over to this G League and make $500,000 for a year.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
they
right.
go to the league.
Mm-hmm.
So kids is now seeing I can bet on myself. Straight, no matter what age I am, I can now bet on myself and make money.
With that, you know how colleges are now giving the NIL deal. Do you think that can compete?
No.
Nah.
Hold on, no what?
No.
They can compete with the college, or the college
The
can compete
NIL
with that?
deal is bullshit.
Yeah.
The NIL deal is built for about 6 kids. Your Bronny,
Right.
who else on USC is gonna make money on the NIL deal?
Was it a name, image, and likeness, right?
Yeah. Where they gonna sell it at?
Damn.
Think about every kid that plays for Eastern. How many of those kids you think actually will get a commercial?
But I think that's the reason why.
Well, they might go get the quarterback and let him do a little Whitaker Bank
Or car sales.
Or car sales. But they're not gonna get everybody off the team.
Mm-mm.
The star though, if you shine.
That's one kid out of 58 or 60 kids who will benefit from that deal.
I think they said they're gonna give them $500. I think it's
Was it for the game?
For the game.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
It is.
It is, because
You see what the average? You see what I'm saying? But Bronny has already signed the NIL deal with $7 million. He ain't played the game. Now you got kids who's one and done, who's coming out next year, projected already to come out. How much you think them kids is making? You think you're anywhere close to $7 million?
But you still getting a check though.
They was getting checks to begin with.
Oh yeah, you're right. Legal. It don't really matter though.
So now legal. So guess what? So guess what now? Now legal I can hand you $500 instead of me illegally handing you $20,000.
Right.
Now that make sense for the kid.
But you're probably still getting something on the side.
For the kid.
Right, yeah. You never know what they're doing on the side.
But I think they switching colleges and all that due to the NILs. You know what I'm saying?
That's why Sheepway played himself. Cause
How's that?
he wanted $8 million from Kentucky, right? He said, "Oh, y'all not gonna give me 8. I'll go ahead and go to the league." And I'm like, "Bye."
Yeah.
Bye.
Because you're not with nobody's gonna be. You're not your name and your likeness and your image is not big enough to carry this team.
Right.
So you only got 4 kids who this is actually. Now, it'll be better in football than it will for basketball. Because basketball, most of you just got 1 kid on each team.
The star.
Yeah. Now, football, guess what? And when they're out there, the youth, all the money's going to Alabama kids, Georgia kids.
Yeah.
Vanderbilt kids is not going to be getting no money on NIL deal.
Probably not in a major way, but I'm pretty sure there's somebody in Tennessee that's going to give a Vanderbilt player.
Yeah, if he's that man. But you guess what I'm saying? You got to understand there's a first team, a second team.
Right.
You're talking about 68 to 80 kids.
On football.
Yeah, they're not going to get. We're not going to give 5. The top man's going to
they're not going to get it. They're not going pro anyways.
So what is the NIL deal going to do for that kid?
You right. I agree with you on that.
You just still
so the NIL deal was just trying to tell that kid, we see what's going on. We see that y'all don't have to come and mess with us anymore. Here's what we're going to do all of a sudden. After all these years, we're going to let y'all make money now. Yeah. To stop that kid from going
to the G League or
Pro, G League, across seas. Who was the first? I think the first one that did it was really good.
Telfair?
No, Brendan.
Who was?
He's a guard. Brendan
Jennings.
Brendan Jennings, I think.
Yeah.
He might be the first one. One of the first ones to go across seas. He didn't go to college. Yeah. And come to the pros. Go over and make $500,000. I'm gonna go over and make $500,000 for a year to $1 million. I'm gonna enter the draft next year and still go first round and be the shit in the league and still have a good career.
Man,
that is kids say, why would I go there? Oh, okay. You know you like his school. Guess what we can do now? Because we've been telling you since the beginning of time, we can't give you nothing to come here. You just gotta want my school. Now I can give you something.
Mm-hmm.
Legally. Now I can legally give you something. I can tell you what, but then guess what?
But
they don't control what the kid gets. The school don't control.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, the NIL
right
up to the school.
Right. So I'm just promising you, we can get you something.
Get you one.
And that's up to you. It's up to whether like Walmart likes you or not for real, or whoever you're trying to sell that. Who wants to sell this product? If they don't like you, there's nothing I can do. You're gonna be working for the league minimum. We might be able to, and guess what? You got $500 just on your grant just for coming.
That's it.
No, I'm just saying you're gonna get that anyway.
Oh.
You go in a Pell Grant or something. You're gonna get that much, especially if you're an out-of-state kid coming.
Yeah, that's guaranteed.
You're already gonna get money.
Yeah.
You're gonna get about $1,000, $1,500.
What, a month?
That's semester.
Semester. Yeah.
You're gonna get your paper already without having to work.
Because a lot of them was doing financial aid.
Yeah, you
a while back.
You're already gonna get some money that you don't have to pay back.
So when they be talking about they hungry, they ain't got no food to eat and all that, is that believable? Or?
No, it's believable. Somebody who's not on scholarship.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you on scholarship, you get 3 meals paid for a day.
A day. Taken care of.
Now, if you're not, that's what I'm saying. There's always the people we forget about the second string kid, the third string kid, the walk-on kid, and the practice squad kids.
Yeah.
Only the first string is only 22 kids. Everybody else they might not eat. Now, you best believe number one dude on the team, he eating.
Yeah.
They're going to make sure he eats.
Right.
Second string backup kicker, hey, bro, kitchen is closed. You might want to call your mama that night and see if they can Walmart you some money. Yeah, you can
grab cash app so you can get you some noodles.
Yeah, some people ain't right. Some people might not be eating.
Y'all just reminded me of when Chris Webber was talking about how he was broke, but this Negro was accepting money under the table. And I'm like, wait a minute. You had almost 100-something, however money, you know what I'm saying, he had underneath the table. I'm like, bro, you did all those interviews and said you was hungry, bro.
What was his name? Westbrook said he can't feed his kids on $100 million.
Nah, that was Spreewell.
Was it Spreewell?
Yeah.
Said I can't feed my kids on $100 million.
Get out of here.
They feed them kids over cross seas for 25 cents a day.
For 20, huh? What they said,
You must.
a bag of rice and some water.
So, a couple days ago, everybody was on Facebook, be careful outside, don't go out if you don't have to. My nephew came through, he was like, does it look smoky to you? I was like, boy, quit smoking that weed. But then the next day I came out and I was like, damn, it does look like a slight mess. So they're saying that there was supposed to be a controlled fire in Canada that got out of control. And we are seeing smoke all the way down in Kentucky and even far as Texas. So do you believe, look, I don't know, I should have looked this up before I asked this question, but California has a forest fire, every year. I don't know how many miles we are from Cali to Canada. You know what I'm saying? You know how you usually going with the ocean and stuff. You know, do you recall ever seeing smoke come from any forest fires from out west?
Nah, not out west.
Do you believe that a fire that got out of control in Canada is going all the way to Texas?
They're not just saying Canada though. They said everything is burning up. Canada, Africa, Russia. Everything is on fire.
As of now?
Yeah, everything is on fire. Yeah, just think. So I don't think that's an out of control fire.
And God didn't say. He said he would never make a flood again. So you know.
Do you think
everything is burning?
Do you think things are created to distract us? Because what was big in the news last week?
The submarine,
the submarine,
the dude shooting old buddy over his mama.
Yeah, Chicago. But the submarine was kind of like directed your attention.
Okay, well,
and he had a documentary.
We'll let you know how stuff is playing. So now we know that as soon as the submarine got to the bottom, naval equipment heard it implode. An hour when it got to the bottom, they actually recorded it and heard it implode. So the real question is, why did they continue to tell us for the next 96 hours, because that's how much oxygen was left in there, and they searched for about $8 million. What are they searching for?
They searched for about $8 million.
No, they searched for 96 hours. When they went down with 96 hours worth of air.
The people that won the search and rescue?
No, the people in the sub had 96 hours worth of air.
How long did it take to get from wherever?
Maybe about 8 hours.
8 hours to them.
Maybe about 5 to 8 hours for them to deceive.
So with 5 of them in that cabin,
they got 96 hours worth of air.
Okay.
So that's why they said we're going to keep searching for them, because they have, even if something happened, we have oxygen. But we just got to see where they're at and figure out how we can get them before their oxygen runs out. But after the implosion came back, the naval sonars said that they heard an implosion an hour after they got down.
But they let us think.
So why did the news and the media continue to tell us we're going to keep, or the government, whoever was doing the search? What was the search for?
You right.
So they spent $8 million to do a search that they knew wasn't nothing down there to find.
That's $8 million we're just going to throw to keep everybody from paying attention.
So what's really going on?
And he had a documentary.
They cost number $8 million.
Nah, that ain't nothing for a playoff. You know what I'm saying? Make you look. Yeah.
What's really going on?
What do you think's going on? What do you think?
I think they're using what they've already told you about. That is, put the energy weapons on the Ford. Our new Ford class aircraft carrier now has laser weapons on it. We have F-22s who now have laser weapons on them. I think they're using these laser weapons to start fires.
I know what just happened with the college on a national level. Affirmative action. They took affirmative action out of the colleges.
Oh yeah, I see. I
was like, what?
So you think that these aircraft?
It could be anything. HARP project, anything.
Is this America based or Russia or something?
Well, America's got 4. I won't say Russia's got 1 or 2.
But normally when they start
Russia's got 1, China might got 2.
2 of what? What you talking about?
No,
The aircraft carriers with the lasers?
No, I'm talking about a HARP program.
Oh,
Which is what?
Energy.
Controlling the weather.
Weather program.
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
we have facilities.
I need y'all to let my audience know what you
we have to, no, they need to do the research for themselves.
Nah, but if we don't know what a HARP is,
so
you gotta tell us what a HARP is.
They need to Google HARP.
Google it.
They need to Google what HARP is.
Yeah, you did.
You don't want that knock on the front door.
You said HARP and kept talking.
Hey,
I didn't know what it was.
Yeah. Hey, this is going out there. Well,
so y'all think that they control the weather too?
I know.
Oh yeah, they most definitely can. Cause I mean, anytime like right now, like this heat wave and stuff, they can make it rain if they really wanted to.
How do you control the weather? Is that like
okay? Well, how they control the weather? Let's go back to the original thing where we started the conversation of Indians, right?
That was
so what they say the Indians did to make it rain?
Rain dance.
There we go. So if an Indian could control the weather just by putting his energy out there and putting a dance, they didn't just come from nowhere.
You believe it to be true?
Hey, y'all with
yes,
you do.
I believe people are. I don't believe the average person right now because the average person right now is dumb as hell. We're not working.
They don't use a certain percentage.
We're not right. We're using the minimum of output. We probably think actually that we're the smartest that we ever have been, but we still can't do the stuff from 600.
Which is what
we can't build the pyramids. We can't recreate nothing.
Well, they kind of killed and burned all the libraries.
We can't recreate nothing. You don't need a library when you got because man has always passed down knowledge through craft.
Did you ever hear about the story where a slave built the first combustible engine? And I'm like, how did a slave build the first combustible engine? You think like intuition, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's in our blood. I feel like
you know what I'm
saying.
It's already in you,
right?
Like the school system. It's suppressing your knowledge. It's not going to allow you to go out here and look at knowledge.
What do you think dumb the human being down?
Man.
Itself?
Yeah. Man, a dictator. This says you no longer going to go out there and worship nothing out there. You're going to worship me. So now I'm a president, I'm an emperor, I'm a king, or whatever it is, and whenever you didn't do it, you got your head cut off.
Okay.
Slavery, what happened when you didn't listen to the master? You got whooped. So the same thing you do to your kids till today. When your kids don't listen to you, you don't sit down and figure out an intelligent way to talk to your kid. 9 times out of 10, you tell your kid off top, if you don't get off, I'm going to whoop your ass. It's going to be a physical punishment. The kid may not actually learn it, but you know what the kid's going to learn? Pain comes when I do that. Yeah. I'm not learning why I shouldn't be doing this. Right. I just know whenever mom or dad says this, whether it's right or wrong, pain is coming.
Yeah.
That's how we've been taught.
But I believe if you're gonna use it like that scenario situation, we was already dumbed down. We had what was the gap? Like you say, we building pyramids. They said it was giants on the earth.
Well, what dumbed us down was a flood, remember?
Okay, that's what I'm trying to get at.
Well, flood came through with them. We get to something. What happens right after that comes something's called the Dark Ages, right? From the school did teach you a little bit.
Our weeks ago.
Yeah, school did teach you a little bit. There was something right after that called the Dark Ages, the Black Plague and all that word. Everything over in Europe was dying, dead, wasn't nothing moving.
Are we still in the same time zone? Because the Black Plague.
We still in the same time zone mentally.
No, I'm talking about when you talking about the Black Plague and the Dark Ages and all that.
No, it was over for them.
We
haven't had. I don't think we've had any intelligence since the flood. As intelligence we had as man and woman before the flood.
Yeah. Is there a way to tap into you think a human being can?
Yeah, you gotta open up your chakras.
Which is
your 33 vertebrae in your spine.
Is that what you was talking about with the Christ?
Yeah, right. That's why you got a pineal gland. So you got to get yourself in touch with what your spirituality is.
All right.
And that will allow you to open up. But if you can't control that, then you just go you'll maintain. You won't get no wisdom. It's like what you said earlier. You might not even know that you've grown until you in the situation. You said, well, damn, that might have been one chakra I opened up. Where I had none. All my life, I might have been going on no chakras, which is why I couldn't understand why I couldn't recognize when I'm progressing.
Right.
Now that I progress, maybe I opened up a chakra. Now maybe I didn't open up 2. You know, open up 3, then you start to open up to your full.
Different energies.
Then when we start looking at you, then you're not looking at yourself as this right here. Then you're energy being. Yeah, your energy being.
So you think a person like Dr. Sebi, or I don't want to use an entertainer, but a person like that, you think that they are tapped in, or they're just an intelligent person?
I think he's deeply tapped in to himself and the nature.
Oh man, yeah.
His spirituality, just by the way, he'll tell you that. There's no other way that he can go out there, because what he's going to tell you is, a doctor says, okay, you have this. You just take here. Mm-hmm. It was cancer and AIDS. Mm-hmm. There is no cure for either one. He said, oh, yes, there is.
Yeah.
Y'all saying, well, I got to take the chemo, I got to take this, I got to take these pills. He said, no, I'm going to take you out back and give you some roots.
Right.
And berries, I'm going to make some teas.
So
and I'm going to
13 of them.
I'm going to 77.
77?
77 he cured.
Okay.
77 showed up and did the cure.
So his mom said, boy, they gonna kill you.
Yeah, because he showed that I can, all I got to do is know how much alkaline. Is your body low on alkaline or too high on alkaline?
Body needs alkaline?
You a battery. Energy. That's why the sun gives you energy. Right. It's like you are what they call a rechargeable battery. You go outside, that's what that sun does to you. It recharges you. Yeah. It gives you strength. It kills all the germs in your body, pushes detoxes. That's what that sun does. You are a energy. You are made of energy. If you got too much though of something, then it means something's off, and that could be your food, the way that you lived.
Right.
So but once you get all those levels even out, see that's why Seti said there is no disease. It's called dis-ease. Your body's just at dis-ease.
It can cure itself.
It can cure itself. It's just at dis-ease. It's whatever's going on is telling you. Yeah. If I'm riding down how many times you ride down the highway and your car just cuts off and it don't do nothing?
My niggas did that the other day.
You're gonna get because what guarantee he got?
It was
he got a check engine light or something gonna pop up. It's gonna start shaking.
It's a death thing. It came up.
Something is gonna show up.
Dead driving.
My driving? Oh, I'm just scared as hell.
See, something's gotta happen. It just it just don't bam. What the hell?
So when you saying like your body's a disease, we're gonna move on into our next topic, right? Because I seen something that was talking about when you think you're hungry, you're not really hungry, that's just your stomach. You know what I'm saying? When you growling and stuff, you're not really hungry, you're not supposed to eat. I seen something say that you should only eat while the sun is up. 12 and 6.
Yeah. Do not process the food.
Do not eat when the sun goes down because your digestive system doesn't work as good.
It shuts down.
You know? So when you tell people this, they look at you like you're crazy. But
because we wouldn't talk stuff like this.
Yeah, they don't want no nigga like me.
What you was taught in school about food is what 5 food groups.
Pyramids and all
that. Yeah, you was talking about a food group, and that's what you need to put in your. That whole pyramid was to destroy you.
Yeah, it's not for us.
Anything you put in there is gonna destroy you.
I was talking to my uncle. He was talking about some pork or something. I'm like, man, uncle, I slow down on eating the pork a lot because I'm like, that should give you, high blood pressure, give you gout. Man, what you gonna turn Muslim, nephew? What you don't eat no pork no more? I'm like, man, you know how bad pork is for your body? I'm like, heck, red meat. You know how bad red meat is for your body?
I see somebody say that red meat, cow, was for them. Mm-hmm. But listen though, it's Charleston White, right? But it made sense. He said niggas ate pork. He said niggas ate everything off the pig and lived to be 100 years old plus. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Back in the day coming up. He said the cow meat was for them. So you put the cow in you, it fucks up your intestines. You know what I'm saying? And all that. But the question is, do you know that they are selling lab-grown meat?
Yeah, I just seen that. Yeah.
To Americans.
And they say the cells that they have that reproduce, you know what I'm saying, reproduces it is a cancer cell, because where cancer spreads fast, so they actually what's you know what I'm saying, what's making it grow is the cancer cells. So
They quit.
mm-hmm.
Damn, that's crazy. That's like I believe the food is turning up thought processes.
It is.
Like people like it's mental health.
Like
Nah,
you said, messing on your pineal gland.
that's the stuff that we're putting in our body.
When's the last time you had a White Castle burger?
I don't need White Castle.
It puts mucus in you.
Yeah, but
All the foods we put in is putting mucus in.
you gotta watch some.
I see Sammy talking about mucus.
Mucus.
Oh yeah, that's what basically makes you sick.
You got a strain of mucus going around your brain.
Mm-hmm.
You got a strain of mucus going around your brain.
Like a film.
Protection or something?
Nah,
That's why we can't think properly the way we should. Because we put shit so that
that's creating it.
It's creating the mucus all through your system.
Okay.
Well,
that ain't full. We don't need it in our body.
No. And mucus is trying to protect you, but it's really
It's bad, yeah.
fucking you up.
Like, it can
It's
turn
creating you. Yeah.
Yeah, but they say the foods we eat.
Mucus is to get shit out.
Right.
If it's up in here,
It's in there.
or in here, the only way to get out if it's in your nasal cavity or your mouth. But if you ain't congested from here, what if your congestion is down in here? You got, how you gonna get the mucus out?
Hey, you gotta cut it out.
It'd be like what you say, the gal, they could just be mucus built up in there because your blood ain't getting to run good.
Man, the human body is something else. What was you saying?
Oh yeah, you gotta watch some of the shit you eat that comes in these boxes and packages, because it will have it will say made with carcinogens, cancer carcinogens and stuff like that. And I'm like, what? Like y'all just selling, you know what I'm saying? I already know half the stuff, we
They
eat.
put it on the label.
Mm-hmm.
So they told you what we was going to sell you.
Right. Right.
And when you touch it and you consume it,
you can't say
you
nothing.
are the consumer.
Right. You can't say nothing.
We didn't force you to eat none of this.
Right.
You can go out and grow you some stuff if you want to,
Mm-hmm.
but we don't want to do that.
Check this out. What do y'all think about this thing right here? And whoever wants to go, but don't think about it too long. When people say Barack Obama didn't do nothing for black people, your first thought is what?
He didn't. He did. He did more for the LGBTQ community than what he ever did for the black community, and I feel like he really just couldn't be like, oh, I'm gonna do this for all black folk, or do this, or make sure y'all get reparations. I feel like somebody would have been on him about that, because they've been like, why you catering to them for? Or you know what I'm saying? Or why you doing this? You know what I'm saying?
Why am I catering to my people?
Right.
Because they've been waiting for this for over 450 years and nobody else has gave it to them.
Right.
Why wouldn't I give them anything? He was not but he did nothing for blacks. And he told you that. He's not, remember he made this comment. He said, I'm not the president of black America.
President of everybody.
I'm a president of all America. So none of his policies was for black people. Now, Trump got way more policies for black people than for just black people.
Yeah.
Than anybody.
So y'all be going sound. Y'all be talking to Dick to stop it. Do you think Donald Trump's a better president than Barack Obama? If you thinking from a black person's perspective? From a black person's perspective, yes. From an American, it don't make no difference. Which meaning what?
I ain't gonna say like I felt like more safe when Obama was president, but you didn't see as much aggression as you did like when Trump first got, elected.
Okay, hold up, my bad, hold up, 'cause I'm slipping.
What do you mean by aggression? Aggression from who?
It was like, not even saying like the good old boys coming out, but they're like, oh, we're gonna take back America, man, and we're gonna make America great again, and you know what I'm saying? It was just like, the height of it, like when you had the people with the
I've never seen that.
tiki torches and stuff like
That's what I'm
that.
saying. Well, I won't say I've never seen it, but I said the person who I seen do it, I've always seen do it. I've never seen him change.
What is it?
I've never seen that guy change, regardless who.
Trump?
No, whoever was a good old boy. See, people act like, this is my perspective, people act like whoever called himself a good old boy was just a good old boy. He's been hiding for 60 years in the dark. And as soon as Trump gets in, he goes, woo, now here I am. Yeah. I can take the hood off. Yeah. No, he's always said, woo, here the fuck I am.
It's been him.
It's been him. Yeah. See, the media put them together, but he didn't. You had a few guys, if y'all remember, I was a Tiki Torches kid.
Right, yeah.
That's where it really started from. But that's not like Trump going to say, okay,
I'm
going to create a group.
Not him, not Trump himself, but the people.
Wayne did something, but that's one group. That would be like for anything. We're going to say, okay, we're going to make, okay, did you think it was more racist? Have you seen more racism with Trump than you have anybody else?
In the world?
Yeah, in the world.
Nah, not the world.
It's normal.
Yeah,
Only thing that changes is how much the media talked about it.
Yeah. Right.
You went to work like normal. Whatever white guy at work was going to call you something, was going to call you something.
But I think it influenced him a little bit more. I think it gave him a little oomph. With Trump being president, this is me.
What do you mean?
I think it made them bolder.
Made who bolder?
The ones that didn't want to speak up before, but they had it in them. But Trump just did something to them to say.
From my experience, it made it backfired on them. Because I actually have more white guys or white females come to me since then and say, they got it all wrong. They think the war is going to be a white and a black war.
I think it's going to be a class war.
Right.
Yeah.
So it didn't go against a good old boy like we hate all niggers. No. The poor whites and the poor blacks, look around you now. All are in one meshing pot and all working together.
You think they're working?
They're going to go against if someone's to pop up civil war, it'll be a class war.
Right.
It's not going to be blacks killing whites and whites killing blacks.
Those lower whites who gave reign over us are still not going. They would still kill us off just as quick as they.
They would kill you off today, yesterday, or whatever.
So
that's never changed. But guess what? So guess what? So the same black guy who would always do some killing is going to kill regardless. The Mexican who would do the killing will kill. The race has nothing to do with it. The individual who was always a killer is going to kill. Unless you kill him. So the guy, like you said, who always hated the blacks, he's going to always hate blacks. It don't matter who the president is. He didn't get there and say, okay, well now, the Trump's in there.
That's the thing with Trump and how the media was portraying it. I think they just gave him a voice like they thought they had a voice.
So here's my thing. When did a white man, even a poor white man in America, never have a voice?
You're right.
But I just think you don't want to see. I don't know. I know y'all might understand what I'm saying, but I don't know why they just don't want to see what I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying that they didn't, but it was just like it was in your face. Like, it's always been there, but in the last 4 to 6 years, it was like it was even pushed a little bit more.
And I see what you're saying, but I'm saying it was to me.
Like we're recruiting some.
To me, it was from the media. I didn't see.
But I'm not going to blame Trump.
No, right. That's what I'm saying. I didn't see the individual good old boy saying that. I seen a reporter saying that.
Right.
I haven't seen my surroundings change.
10 more minutes, y'all get y'all out of here. But what I'm saying real quick though, because we good conversation, but what is it? You said Barack Obama didn't do nothing for black people, right? What is it that you would have wanted to see him do?
At least, you know what I'm saying, like some type of, like, fight for some type of reparation, you know, because you see everybody that comes over here, they always get a chunk of money, you know, like, not even knocking them, you know.
Every nation has got a chunk. It ain't good. Hey, every nation has got a chunk of money, even America.
Are we a nation though?
No, we're not a nation. That's why we ain't got a chunk of money. You're not recognized.
At all.
We're not recognized. Floyd said it best, and that's what was crazy.
Mayweather?
Yeah. He actually said something that was intelligent to me. He said when Europeans moved over here, when Christopher Columbus, if a white person comes over here right now,
It's getting land grabs.
from Europe, right? From Italy, you won't look at that person and call them a European American. If they're Caucasian, you just say they're white. They're just labeled as white. It don't matter if they're. They'll tell you which country they're from. Right. I might be white, but I might be Argentinian, or I might be from France, right. But I'm white. A Chinese person ain't coming over here saying I'm Chinese American.
They're saying what?
They're just Chinese.
Right.
Or if they was born in America, they just say they're American.
Right. We're the only ones that say African American, and we're not even from Africa.
So we can't get. Well, Africa ain't standing up saying y'all from Africa. Right. As you said, they don't even know nothing about the slavery shit. We don't know where y'all from. So guess who should be the one country standing there, wait a minute. Y'all should free some of these people. That's why Brittany Griner sit there so long. Because if we were so-called African American, then the African Union, African nations, could have said, hold on. Y'all got one of our people over in captive. Right. Y'all gonna let her go, we're gonna put sanctions on y'all. The same way if there's a white person held captive in another country, America's gonna call, wait a minute, you got some of our people over here, is we gonna put sanctions on you? Right. Or we going to war, or we're gonna send a little SEAL group here to come and get them. But either way, it's gonna get ugly.
You know what they did though? They this past census, the 2020 census, right? They're trying to hide people's ethnicity again because you know how we went back from, you know how it was with probably the previous one we was African Americans, but they switched it back to black, right? But now in the category of black, they're like, oh, if you're Puerto Rican, Dominican, or Jamaican,
you gotta choose that.
Yeah, you have to choose black, and I'm like, oh, I see what y'all doing.
Constitution.
Y'all erasing ethnicities and races again. I'm like,
Constitution. If you had one drop of black blood, you was black. It didn't matter what the hell your DNA chart said.
So that goes back to what I'm saying, that if them people are having to put that they're black, there's no way we're the minority over here.
We can't be the minority. Right. Look here, I'm gonna tell you what they doing, Ancestry.com now, whatever it is.
Yeah, he be on that.
All right, so I guarantee you what, you ain't got a white person yet who's done Ancestry.com who ain't came back
with some black in them.
7% Nigerian, sub-Saharan. It says sub-Saharan African. It ain't a white person that came back and it said you're 100% European. Yeah. You're 100% Viking. Yeah. You're 100% no. You
got some black in you.
Everything on the planet. So I don't know what we're.
And you got to include those.
I don't know what
Ireland.
I don't give a damn where they from. I don't give a damn where they from.
So you thinking? Hold up. Don't get me wrong. They keep looking at me. I'm the host. I gotta ask these questions for my audience. That any Caucasian, Italian, Irish, Russian, any person that possibly was to do an Ancestry.com thing where it would show up that somewhere in their DNA
it's coming back to sub-Saharan African. It's going to be that Nigerian, Ghanaian, something.
It's in there.
And it's going to be a nice percentage. It ain't just the one. Even if it's the one, it'll be one sub-Saharan African, then they might have 3% Nigerian, then they might have 4% Nubian. They're going to have more than just one black thing in there too. Yeah. So it ain't just going to be like the little amount of one, no. No. Everything's coming out of Africa.
I tell you what's messed up though.
Or if you just look at it, it's called Pangea before the.
Oh yeah, when
because right now the planet, land is still. Just take land together. You got all your land together, and land starts separated, and right now this land, this cap separates. Right, okay, he's gonna be on that side, and I'm gonna be on this side. He is still my brother.
Oh yeah.
Man, 300 years, we just didn't swim across or build nothing across. Now he's 300 more miles away from me. If he goes to say he moves a mile a year. Wow. So now he's 300 more miles away from me than he is now. And he's still my brother. He's 300 miles this way. And I'm still stuck right here.
So how do you get? You say I heard somebody say that the first samurai was a black man.
Yeah.
Like they say, like there's
There it
black
is.
Chinese,
The
there's
Asian-
black this, there's
That's
black
what
that.
they call the Asiatic black man. That's what we went. We went to with Asia.
Do you believe that those people still exist because you never see them?
Yes, Filipinos.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
you look at their
like
face.
that's
facial
what a
features and
Filipino
all that.
is.
Yeah.
It's a black
It's
Asian.
a black Asian.
Yeah, it
Why
really
you
is.
think they got them afros real tight?
I mean, even like the
Hey,
facial structures.
People Google this. Black civilizations in Asia. I can do it that way. Well, I'll let them know what to Google.
Alright.
Google black people in original, no, not just black people, indigenous people, black people to Asia. There's still tribes that
Oh yeah.
the people don't even go and mess with. You can Google, you can YouTube them right now. There's people trying to find these people. They using the drones, and they up there still shooting bows at them. Get out of here. Do not stay there. You can't even walk over. Humans, you can't go over and mess with them people. But you got pygmies, look just like us.
They were up in
You
Ireland.
like the Filipinos?
Yeah, they look just like a black person.
What you saying?
So there was this passage, right? You know, I'm doing the ancestry, right? And this is genealogy passage, right? It was talking about how these people from Ireland was getting shipped to, the islands and Americas, right?
Mhm.
But they was getting executed for religious beliefs. And I'm like, what was it? I kept reading. I'm like, Jews. Oh, this is a new one. I'm like, so, wait a minute. So all these people that was getting, transported across seas at this time from Ireland were Jews. And it went back to, as far as to say that these people were related to George Washington. And I'm like, history ain't, I'm like, I didn't learn this history right here. So I'm like, who the hell is who?
All right, real quick, y'all. We're gonna get into this top 10. I think we had some pretty good conversations, boy. I got some great shorts I'm gonna put up with this. Yeah, man, let us get a spot on your TikTok one of these days, dog.
Oh yeah, cuz.
Yeah.
I see.
She got thousands of viewers on this TikTok. Real quick, it's supposed to be a top 10, but would you rather have loyalty or love?
Loyalty.
And loyalty.
Why you want that?
I've explained this to people before.
Go ahead.
I've seen, just in my own life, you can love. Love is defined by the moment. Loyalty is not defined by the moment.
That's whatever, no matter what.
Loyalty is loyalty no matter what's going on.
Yeah.
Love can be, I can love you right now, but you piss me off, I can turn around and hit you in your mouth.
And I hate you.
And turn around, and I tell you I hate you in the same, and then turn around and tell you I love you right back. So like you can love your dog different than the way you love this. You love your grandmother different way you love your friend. So love can be just whatever you want to put on that definition at that moment. It makes you feel.
What did Radio Raheem talk about? When
Loyalty.
love and hate was fighting.
Once that's there, that's utmost respect. It's just there. And you can't, it ain't going nowhere.
Yeah. What'd you say?
I'm go loyalty, because it's like love is almost the same rate as hate. Because like he said, you could love somebody, but at the same time, like you see people in love get ready to kill each other.
They
You know what I'm
do
saying?
kill
Stab
each
each
other.
other. You know what I'm saying?
People in love do kill each other. Have you ever heard two couples who's loyal kill each other?
Nah.
You see what I'm saying? But a couple in love will kill each other.
Oh, for sure.
A couple who's loyal to each other won't kill each other. They ride or die to the
Right.
end.
You're right about that, though.
Well, that goes right into our next question real quick. Is there a such thing as faithful?
Yes.
There is?
Yeah.
You believe that
What do you mean?
Do you believe you could honestly get with one female for the rest of your life and the both of you all be faithful to one another?
Yeah, I believe that's possible.
It's possible.
I don't
If
believe
you
this.
want to, if you want it to be,
Yeah, if you made that choice.
Yeah. I feel like if you want it.
If y'all both made that choice.
I feel like, yeah.
But whether you make that choice don't mean that she made that choice to you or vice versa.
Right.
She can make that choice, and you might not make that choice.
Y'all not on the same page.
Right. So one of y'all might think that's what's popping, but that might not be what's popping.
Is there such thing as faithful?
You almost have to get a person that loves you more than you love yourself. So, there
that
is,
possible?
but
Ooh, that could get scary.
Yeah, that's kind of creepy.
Yeah, that's kind of scary.
because I mean, think about it. Like you think about somebody that's like addicted to drugs and shit, right? You got
You want them addicted to you like it?
nah, hell no, nah. Well, not what I'm saying is like you ever see somebody that's addicted to drugs and they have like a old lady that's like just down for them, just oh, I'm trying to get her some help and like she just be just. You know what I'm saying? Like
That's
just
why I
dumb
wear
to the
this.
fact.
Yeah,
Because
I
I believe in balance.
balance. That's
Yeah.
balance.
That's what it means for me, balance.
Or is she
Just
too
the basic,
easy, though?
just the basic way to explain it for somebody is what I explain. Just balance.
With
So
life.
Yeah, if you're just in balance with another person, then it doesn't matter what's going on.
He ain't never had a girlfriend, so he would know what.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
My bad. We worked on that.
Yeah,
We worked on it. Yeah, we work on it.
I be in situationships
Catch
a
all them
lot.
shots. Do you think the government controls birds? You ever heard of that?
I heard that.
So-
I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I be having certain birds be, looking in my window and shit like this.
Well,
I'm like,
yeah.
bruh.
Short answer, yes.
You do?
Then when I think about it, cause I say if I could think if they could control a
Do you
human,
think that a government
they
controlled bird would be in Winchester, Kentucky?
a bird?
A government controlled bird. Would it have any?
I don't know what the significance would be.
You never know.
Because to me, a government controlled bird is gonna be something they don't spend some money to control this bird.
Right.
So I don't know what are we looking for with the bird in Winchester? You're not gonna. I don't see the money put into this program.
Exactly.
What's coming back out don't weigh up.
Yeah, no balance.
If we got
Right.
no money for a
Right.
bird,
There's no balance.
damn.
There's no balance. Like the
So we ain't seeing none of the government controlled birds here.
yeah. I'm not saying they don't have them.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, one might fly through or something, but I don't think he's just soaring around looking for somebody in Winchester because the bird's worth more than the person.
Do you believe right now? Do you believe right now that they could tap into that and watch what we're doing?
No, we don't have
Yeah.
to believe that. We know that they
Oh,
can.
man.
Yes,
They
they
might
did
be
it. They did it
one
on
of your TVs
PlayStation.
right now.
When they first got the old PlayStation,
Oh, you want to start coming out with the cameras on
the
there?
camera.
Heck, your the laptops.
Yeah.
With the cameras on
Anytime you
there,
got a
yeah.
camera on there,
They was
it's
watching people.
yes.
Man, there's
that's
been people
accessible.
that actually get charged, like like they've been caught at work, like looking at people's kids or looking
Yes.
at women shower.
This is
or-
known
Yeah,
information.
cause, like,
They
They say like all the Alexas and stuff like
They
that.
now hooked
It's
into
basically like a
everything.
hotspot. All the Alexas is like, let's say
Out of who?
Alexa.
Oh yeah.
You're saying like
yeah.
they basically say like all the Alexas and stuff like your shit can just bounce off of.
What you mean shit about something?
All right, so let's say if you're walking past and if you have anything
It's gonna
like
pick you up.
yeah, it's gonna pick your shit up basically.
Pick if
So let's say if
You
you're
got
on the
your
road
phone
or
on
something
you.
like that, and you got your phone on, you can walk past it. On
the lessons gonna let them know.
like basically like it can ping you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can be pinged off all that stuff.
All right. Who would y'all rather listen to? He might not know either one of them, so you give me bad looks. But if Lotto or Nicki Minaj,
I know who Lotto is. I like Lotto.
I knew Lotto bang and put it on the floor.
It's hard for me because I watched the rap
I
game.
know them both now.
I watched the rap game with Game 3.
I
So
prefer, I guess, from the little that I listen to either one of them.
probably
But I would do Lotto.
Lotto
probably Nicki because I seen Lotto
as a kid.
as a kid on that Jamaican
Yeah,
pre-show,
yeah,
so it was
I
like
never watched
ah.
That's why he said because they was like he fumbled the bag with
He
her.
did.
But he was like, she's a grown woman. He deals with.
Right, yeah.
And they said that a lot of these people in the industry are facing sexual charges against kids, and that like if they make a specific amount of money, like a Oprah Winfrey or somebody, that they clone them and they keep them in the ads, so that the people who, if she's a billionaire, that means there's somebody that's a 10 billionaire. You know what I'm saying? If she's got worth $1 billion, so they keep them so they can keep the money. You know what I'm saying? But it's saying like that Epstein shit is for real.
That Epstein shit was for real,
shit
for
with
real.
that kid. Like Epstein, to me, he broke out. Like there was way too much money involved and too many people involved for him to die. No, I don't believe he's supposed to commit suicide in there. But I believe
we think he's dead.
it's too much money. No, he is on an island. That's too much money. He knew too many people higher than him.
That's my thing. So you don't think that whatever's above that, just guess what?
Get him out of here.
He's out of here.
No, I think he's
out of here.
He got out. I think he's
just like you said. If I'm gonna clone Oprah Winfrey,
just get rid of him.
Yeah, we'll clone him too. Get him out of here. He's ready. That's what the clone won't do. The clone don't talk. Clone won't say nothing but what we tell it to say. He gonna tell on everybody, man.
Yeah, you right.
Which is why I'm like, a lot of stuff that's going on right now. We trying to figure out what's really happening.
All right, so what y'all, just saying with the clones, right? So a lot of these movies, they tell the truth, right? So let's say like with these clones, right? Have y'all seen Avatar?
Mm-hmm.
Long time.
All right. But you see where he was able to go into the machine and he was able to go into the body.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like you just said,
that
who's
was
to say something
Avatar.
like, you know what I'm saying? Who's to say stuff like that ain't happening? These people could be an Avatar for all we know.
So
you know what I'm saying?
Where's the soul in these people?
That's Get Out.
Now
that's the movie Get Out where they're transferring their I put my consciousness
into your
body.
You know what I'm saying? They can do that too with the celebrities.
So do y'all think like a Jamie Foxx? Do y'all think like his situation? He hasn't been like I think he just like recently.
If he comes back and he doesn't look the same.
No, Jamie Foxx is in what's number 2. You better do the research on him too. Jamie Foxx is in federal court too.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. A lot of them
ain't got nothing to do with Jamie Foxx being sick and doctor dying. He tried to say he's going to hospital to keep him trying to go to federal court. Him and it's 4 of them. Leonardo DiCaprio with that dude from is it Sheik? No, he's from Malaysia. He's a Malaysian billionaire.
There's Praz involved in that too.
And Praz, right? They all got that scam from that money from Malaysia. So they all going to. There's a whole lot of celebrities going to jail. So when you see him, you think, okay, he ain't get a tour in about 2 years. No, he locked up.
They got something going on. Yeah.
Yeah, he's fighting some shit. That's why you ain't seeing him do no movie, or he ain't putting out no new albums or something. He's going through some things. Now he might know something.
Or do you think the reason why they get locked up, like they might have had like a promise they were supposed to fulfill but didn't fulfill it?
Yeah, but and then they use that against you. Like we know you was at Epstein's parties with this.
It does no. In my eyes, it does no good for them to lock them up.
Right, because it's worth more out there.
You're worth more. You're worth more.
Right.
Yeah, being you, like
right. I need you to be you for my shit to keep popping.
Right.
So it would be better for me to either to clone you or to get the look up.
Man, he's out here doing some bullshit.
Here's a video of you right here.
Yeah.
You want me to release this TMZ?
That's what I think would happen to R. Kelly.
You want me to release this TMZ or not?
Man, they just said R. Kelly's hold on, bro, we almost done. They said R. Kelly's former cellmate wanted to write a book about him and the tour and shit. Wanted to write a book about him and all they were saying about him, but R. Kelly was like, nah. But they saying to not cause no problems, like he was shunning dude, that he was like, I'll tell you a little bit about this and a little bit about that. And one of the things was that he thought Jay-Z was gonna have him killed on their tour. You know what I'm saying?
For Aaliyah, wasn't it?
Yeah, because Jay messed with Aaliyah, R. Kelly messed with Aaliyah, and Dame even messed with Aaliyah when she died. Yeah. But they saying a person like Jay-Z, real quick, person like Jay-Z was knocking off Foxy Brown and Aaliyah underage, right? A person like Jay-Z can't claim there's a man that says he's Jay-Z's son and that he was birthed when his mama was 16 years old, and there's proof that that pretty much he's Jay-Z's son. But Jay-Z won't take the paternity test because I do believe they said if it comes back that it is his son, that's statutory rape, and there's living proof But I don't know if there's statute of limitations on that or not. But if it comes back that that's his son, that means you did impregnate her when she was under the age. So Jay-Z can't go ahead. He can't accept that.
Wouldn't that be court ordered?
Yeah.
To take the paternity
They
test?
seen he's throwing all type of money and haymakers at the judges and
Oh,
all
okay,
that.
see, there we go. Now we got
That sounds
everything with
like
money.
Carl
But
Never paying something off.
But I'm gonna tell you
That's
what.
money.
If you come to Kentucky with that same energy, Jay-Z gonna be in court. I don't know about nowhere else, but I know you come to Kentucky with some child support.
Yeah, I'm just asking.
Oh man.
That's what I was asking. Somebody, well, I don't
They
know if
gonna
he can
see
determine. He can say what he want to say.
Yeah, so.
But they gonna say drop it over here. Open your mouth.
Yeah, so you can miss court date after court date. We're gonna catch up with you. Yeah, we're gonna catch up with you. So I don't know what they got going on in New Jersey, New York area, the
That's
Tri-City.
sitting a bounty on that.
No, he done left a cup sitting down or a Patron bottle or something.
Swipe it. Yeah, swipe it. He's got a team probably to protect that. Big Daddy Kane or Notorious B.I.G. No, Big Daddy Kane or LL Cool J.
LL Cool J.
You got LL Cool J with Big Daddy Kane?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do LL because
I was
heard
gonna
more.
ask you. Nah, I got a different one from you.
Yeah.
Finesse 2 times or Moneybag Yo.
Moneybag.
Moneybag.
Yeah, I fucks with Moneybag.
Rakim or Keith Murray.
Ooh, Keith Murray.
Oh, Rakim.
You tell me what I want to listen to?
Yeah.
Yeah, Rakim got one album.
Oh, I don't know. I'm just
You
going.
know what I'm saying? He got like maybe one album, and that was it.
No mixtapes or nothing like
I
that.
mean, not that I know of, but I've never heard him do nothing like that.
Hey, I mean, Keith Murray got bars.
I remember his first album with Rakim, and I'm just being real with you. That's it. I didn't go past the first album.
Okay.
Now I like that. I didn't get past the first album. If he's got more, I don't know nothing about him.
T.I. or Kanye West.
T.I. I gotta go with T.I. on that one.
You got to start your team off with a center point guard duo, point guard center duo. Who you got?
Damn.
Yeah.
Of all time?
Who you got?
Well, we might not win, but this is my dude. Center's Patrick Ewing.
Yeah. Probably
This is my favorite player of all time, so.
Yeah, I was about to say probably want to pick a champion, but it's your
Yeah,
favorite
that's
player.
my favorite player of all
So,
time.
right,
And he's a center. And I know he's going to go hard.
Yeah, can't argue
He's
that.
going to
Oh,
sweat.
hell yeah.
He's going to sweat. He's going to give somebody the business.
Yeah.
Offensive and defensive, they get in the business. Point guard.
Don't
Go.
say Avery Johnson.
No, to go with him. Anthony Hardaway.
That's who.
Penny. I'm going with him. I'm going with him.
That's a
Penny.
good one.
I'm going with him and Penny.
That's
I'm going
a
to put me
good
some
one.
size in there, and I know he's going to be hard. They're going to be a hard duo to stop.
Who you got?
For my center, I gotta go with Shaq, Big Diesel, Big Cactus, and for the point, I gotta do Magic.
Three more questions, y'all. Magic and Shaq?
Yeah, Magic
That's-
and Shaq.
that's
Yeah, I
big
think
right there.
they do something.
That's big. Which is easier to be? Good, nice, or mean and angry and evil?
Good and nice. Takes less energy.
Takes way less energy.
Takes way less energy.
Yeah.
Like I forget how many muscles it says it takes in your face to make a frown.
Yeah.
Takes like twice as many muscles to make a frown as it does to make a smile.
Okay. All right. What y'all doing on this Friday night?
Might go get an old 12.
I'm going home.
12 here, a little trio bowl.
I appreciate y'all for coming through hollering at me. This is Conversations in the Track. We're gonna take a little break. We be right back in a new season, season 3. I gotta find me another co-host, preferably a female. I don't like guy energy. So holler at us. You know what I'm saying?
We out 5,000.
I don't like